Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. And we are on a boat with a lady that we just saved from a ritual sacrifice, and we just ran into a giant whale with a funny fin tail. So a lot of stuff is going on here. It's a really strange fantasy story we're doing here. I don't know if we're going to get off the boat or if we're going to just knock these out of the way. I guess we're gonna just knock these out of the way and hope we don't. There you can see under the water the whale. Hmm. Does the whale have a problem with us being above him? Does he want to eat us? Or do we just leave him alone? Can we just be the type of friends that never talk or interact in any way and thus we're happy? Seems like it's falling right under me. Hmm. Well, yep, that's one way to lose. I don't like the deaths in this game. This feels like a game that you shouldn't die at, really. Because you're trying to tell a story here, you're trying to have a fantasy. Failure should not be an option. Although, I'm also having an issue of just trying to figure out who is this game for, really. It starts off as this cutesy fantasy game, but at this point we've seen so much violence, so much scary things. I couldn't for the life of me believe that this was actually for little kids. Uh, so much gratuitous death, way too much gratuitous death. I think this will save us. Uh, so then you have to assume it's for adults, but then the control scheme is so simplistic it feels like it was an attempt to make a control scheme for younger kids. But then that doesn't explain the story any. Yeah, it's an oxymoron. This feels like a game for no one. It. I like the animation. I like the general setting. I like the. Uh, I like some other parts of it. I hate the control scheme. I hate that they're not speaking English or subtitled to English. Even if this was made by a Swedish company, it's not that much to subtitle to at least English. That's that's not that much localization. They didn't even subtitle it to the fake language, so poor deaf people would not be able to play this game at all. Wow, that really splashed us. I assume we're going for these ribs here. That's a cool looking whale, I have to admit. Go to the ribs. Oh man, I almost got hit there, I think. So those ribs are so big, there must have been at some point a giant-sized version of what we just saw, or some other. At least they make the girl pull the boat out after doing all the uh, paddling between the two brothers. Although I guess it makes some sense that two brothers who have played this whole game together cooperating would be better at paddling together and going in straight lines versus some girl they just met. Well, running on slightly slick ice. If we push the controls to stop, we slide a little bit. We've gone from a luscious green forest to a rocky mountain area to now a snowy mountain area. And we went through a spooky cemetery at one point too. Man, we have traveled quite far. Hey, it's a turtle. Let's see what we can do with the turtle. Ice turtle. What's over here? Oh no. What are we doing with the baby turtle? Let's see, where are you going? You slid this way. And where do we want to take these baby turtles? Stick them in the water, they should be fine. Actually, you're not supposed to touch turtles. The oils on your skin dissolve their shell, I believe. Did we just drown that thing, or is it gonna be okay? It's gonna be okay. Yeah, if you ever see a turtle or a tortoise, you could make it very sick or hurt it if you touch it. In fact, most wild animals you shouldn't touch. Animals you don't know you shouldn't touch. Particularly, even like dogs and cats, if you don't know them, you shouldn't touch them because they may very well bite you. Or you could hurt them, they could hurt you. We're not supposed to interact, really. But this is a video game, so I can safely like save these turtles and feel good about myself for doing my good deed of the episode as I drag this thing this way. There we go. Any more? Nope, I'm not hearing them cry anymore either. Yep, they're happy. Have fun, ice turtle. Our dad is gonna be so proud of us when he dies because we took so long to get the medicine. But then we can tell him we did all these good deeds. Of course, isn't that always a great argument to not do a good deed, is to say you've got something more important and you're too busy? Isn't that just a great way to slack away and not do something helpful for other people? Often it's not even true if you really think about it. Of course, you have to be your own judge and jury there. Ooh, this guy's frozen. Just a frozen guy is... How could you be frozen unless the snow fell over you and you instantly froze? I have no idea what that conversation was. I think maybe she's growing to like him and not particularly like the younger one. Yeah, this is like an ice spell. This is magic in my book. Like, you don't just freeze to death in the middle of things. You don't just become a solid block of ice. Let's take another bench. Where are we going? I see a wall. Oh, that was cool. How did they know that that would work? Apparently they've seen those creatures before. Alright, here's a tree. Saw. Back, forth. Back, forth, back, forth. It's not rotating, it is back and forth. We're left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Wow, this is gonna take a while apparently. I think at this point it should have worked. Well, we got it out of that tree. Let's go find another tree to cut down. Yeah, see how it just locked right in there to that tree? I wonder if there was another tree we could have found for some achievement reason. It seems like she might even be speaking a different language than what the other kids are speaking. But I don't know if I really want to believe that. Let's just quickly run around and see if there was another tree we could have sawn down. It doesn't look like it. Footprints in the snow, that's cool. But they disappear a little fast. Yeah, there's no tree over here. So here we go. I would prefer the camera to my back when doing things like this so I know where I'm going. Put both of them right here. Many times we've dangerously been in water. This is almost hydrophobia at this point, which actually is the name of a video game that I will play eventually, but it's not a fantasy game. It is somewhat related to being afraid of water, and for as many times as we've run into danger in the rivers and lakes, understandable. So these guys look like they were stabbed, or there was a riot or a fight. Look at this. Look at all these statues and ogres and war machines. Wow. This is there was an army attacking the castle, and somebody in the castle knew some magic, it seems like. Let's see. Can I pull this? Here's a catapult. And that magic just froze everybody into big old ice blocks. A snowman. Over here's a ladder. Come on. This way. Like over there. Can we get up on this? Like you can see back there in the background a ladder that doesn't quite reach, so that's not the solution exactly either. Let's talk to the girl again. See there, she's really mad at him. I don't know what for. She likes him. I think she should probably be a little happy with both of them since they just both saved her life. Oh, there must be a maze here. Yeah, it's a maze. Let's see, can't walk there. Can't walk here. Can't walk there. Hmm. Can't walk here. Doesn't feel like that's the right move. Maybe we just push this thing? Ooh, no, but nasty, that's awful. That is awful. So, we just smashed them. Maybe they weren't dead. Maybe they weren't dead. Maybe they were just frozen. Alright. So now I can pull this back. Oh, really? You're gonna let him launch you? Crazy. Alright, you get in there. So he can't do it by himself, so it's the girl now. So it, again, 3 characters in the game having to work together. Well, this city seems to be frozen too. Our paths again are split. Seems like a frost giant. It's invisible. Did not see that one coming. Did not see an invisible frost giant coming. So how do I know if it's a frost giant? Really, could be an invisible giant. Maybe it's 2 separate entities. Maybe there was a frost mage that froze the whole place, and then the giant just came because the place was nice and empty. Alright. Let's chat with the girl again. They almost kissed. Oops. Man, I tell you. Having to hold those triggers and then release them and then grab them again. Man, it's kind of tough on the fingers. This would be a game I would say you could remaster. Wow, that is a really long jump. You need to teach me the force there, because that was a forced jump. Wow, look how strong she is. Oh, hide. We are hiding in the same shape. So kid-like thinking. It's funny. It's like kids are telling a story here that's not really true, but it's entertaining nonetheless. Really? Can't go this way? Guess not. So we jump on. Where's she gonna swing us? I hope she doesn't expect us to drop all the way down there. None of this is freaking her out. Or them out, for that matter. Wow. She's such a good jumper. Knows there's a 4th character there that's gonna get smashed. The human sickle. Assuming these are humans. They may just look human. Or can we spit down the well? Not right now, we can't. Cannot spit down frozen wells in the middle of a fight. Like, nothing there. I thought there might be something to do with those icicles. In the building we go. Is this where she lived? I mean, you can't possibly think you could continue to live in this place. Yeah, when somebody can do that to your house, you are not in a safe place. Oh no! Did not make the race. That's the problem with like any race in any game, is you really need to not be able to actually lose in him, because any chase scene like this, it's not a race, it's a chase scene. There's a difference. This is also a great point where if you weren't in complete control, because I'm not in control right now, if you hadn't figured out how to push both guys in such a fashion that you can move them both forward at pace, you would never get past this section. If you had to think, okay, now I'm gonna move the left brother, then I'll move the right brother, or move the left stick, move the right stick. You couldn't have done that. You have to do them both at the same time. Oh, they hug. And he's like, what about me? That's the bane of all older brothers. They eventually get interested in girls and stop paying as much attention to you as the younger brother. So we do get a kiss. Cool, whatever. That kind of tells you that if this was a tale being told, it would be being told by both brothers, because the younger one, if he is still that age, would not have added that detail. In fact, the younger one, if he was telling a tale about this character, would probably cut her out completely, because he didn't seem to really like her. They don't seem to get along. Why? We don't know. See, here's the fight. The inevitable fight. So this poor little kid, neither one of these people should have gone anywhere, let alone this far, and now the little kid wants to go back home, and he's like, no, we've got to go further. It's been so long, though. Like, maybe the father just healed in himself. Maybe he got better on himself. So we see more frozen people in these caves. Like, as we're sneaking through here, and we have glowing plants. This feels like spiders with the spider webs. What? What? She was a spider woman the whole time? This is ridiculous. This is just completely ridiculous. Magic. What trickery. Let's see if we can swing this ball back and forth. This just feels like the story needed something like that to happen. Let's see, we're walking this ball around. What am I supposed to be doing? Let's get the ball up this way. There we go, we knocked him over. Come on, older brother, grab a leg and pull. Oh, we're ripping off the legs. This feels very gameplay-ish and silly. So we gotta knock her over, grab another leg, rip it off. So I guess she had to turn back to her spider form eventually to feed. Knock her over. Do I have to get enough speed on it? That's it. I have to get enough speed on it. You can jump over her, that's helpful. So you don't get stuck. Man, you were kissing this girl, Spider Black Widow girl. Not even a Black Widow. They didn't even go with the old cliche there. It's a brown spider. Brown recluse, maybe? It's crying. Can we leave it alone? Can we escape? I don't think we can. I think we have to finish this. Was there a magic spell that just turned her into a spider? That would be better, but you kind of need that explanation. You need actual conversation, actual explanation. You can't actually show, don't tell 100% of a story. There is such thing as dialogue that needs to be understandable and useful. And that took a while just to get up the speed. Oh no, she stabbed him. And the father immediately felt it, or they immediately got healthy. Or was it the older brother that was making him sick? No. That would be ridiculous. Although we've seen a lot of ridiculous stuff. So he can sense his older brother, his older son is in danger. What a weird twist. The story really has no right to go in that direction. Really no right at all. That the girl we saved would betray us. Why? Why write it that way? Why not have an icicle fall on him and kill the girl? Have a cave-in. If you wanted to get rid of the girl and you wanted to injure him, why not be just some twist of fate instead of being rewarded for our good deeds with danger and treachery? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this is just the story they wanted to tell, but it seems like a weird story. Where's the moral in it? Don't do good things. Don't save girls who are about to be sacrificed. Mind your own business. Is that the moral we're supposed to learn here? I don't know. So we're left with some questions, and that's where we're going to end this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.